She's got a big coloring book out there. Please, please, please color it. It's for the moms. And I'm gonna introduce you. She's probably one of my best friends. In fact, I know she's one of my best friends. We talk daily. And I got PTSD myself. And we help each other. Okay? We do. We help each other keep us calm, collective, you know. There's some of you guys in here. If you want to talk, hey, I'm here. Okay? I'll go up in my room and we'll talk all night long. Okay, so please, get with me, get with Michelle. We're gonna get you the help you need, okay? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Michelle Ladd, this is my husband Randy. I'm the mom of 2 veterans. My oldest son Tommy is a Iraqi War veteran, and he's my why. I have fought to keep that kid alive every single day. So I 7 years ago decided to get an RV and travel the country and try to help our veterans save their lives. And I've interviewed veterans. I've been to probably 100 American Legions around the country just because I was looking for the veterans, so I would go to the American Legions. And I started meeting mothers that lost their children to suicide, and it just absolutely, it's gut-wrenching. I met the wives, the husbands, the fathers, their children's children. I have moms that have lost 2 to 3 of their veteran children to suicide. Their names are all on my RV. If you haven't seen the RV out in the back parking lot, you can see I changed my nonprofit from National Veteran Resources to Mothers of Veteran Suicide because I now have 184 mothers in my group that have lost their veteran children to suicide. So Larry saw us at an event one day and he brought us in, and
It's been love ever since.
he has just like really loved what we do. So the Legion Riders at Post 69, Larry, are having a fundraiser ride for us February 24th. So if you haven't seen the flyer, please join us. I'm gonna have some of the mothers and their families there. But for every veteran in this room, I just beg you to seek help. If you look at my table, I have a tree full of mother and child photos, and their child has died by suicide. And I don't want to ever meet another mother, husband, child, sibling. So my message is to seek help. If it's not the right help, seek more help, and we will find you resources. Between the 3 of us, and I have organizations all over the country because we're nationwide. So if anybody needs any help, I'm also QPR, suicide prevention training. I'm an instructor for it. So if anybody wants the training, I can certify you for it. I think that's about it.
Yep.
I don't want to hold you up.
So
Pick you up for your
please,
services.
please reach out to her, invite her to your post. Okay, my riders, we escort them in. Okay, we have about 50, 60 bikes escorting their RV down that road. People just beeping horns and waving and all kinds of stuff. To me, when you got, how many butterflies you have on that thing?
180 right now.
180 butterflies.
I just ordered 12 more.
Those moms deserve an escort. That's what you guys do as riders. You escort. You got a mission. There's a mission for you. Okay?
Right.
So, like I said, these packets, you should have the essential planning guide, which is this right here. Please, if you need more, I don't have a whole lot more with me here, but if you need more, please get a hold of me. Or when you go to convention, there's thousands of these at convention. We're all gonna go upstairs, downstairs eventually. It's gonna happen. So it's best the family knows what to prepare for and how to do it. That's what this is, okay? State benefits. There's so much state benefits out there. It is crazy. Property tax exemptions, hunting, fishing license, everything you can imagine is in here, okay? So guys, do me a favor. All those magazines you have in the bathroom, take those out for a while and put these in, okay? Learn. Project VetRelief. Project VetRelief has 2 main missions. Well, first mission, financial assistance and referral. We do not give the veteran money. We pay a bill. But it's a handout, not a handout. So what I do is I find out, say for example, the veteran lost his job. I take it on to the career source. Veteran gets veteran's preference for jobs. Help him find a job, and then we'll help him. Or we help him enroll in the VA for disability. Or take them down to the college for a GI Bill, go to school, get paid to go to school. So it's a handout, not a handout, okay? Second part is SPI, Suicide Prevention Intervention. We have teamed up with 16 organizations right now that provides free counseling, free therapy, retreats, all kinds of stuff. Michelle is one of the Mothers of Veteran Suicide, where we send quarterly checks to them so that way they can do these retreats for the moms and for the veterans. Okay, 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, we're sending 12 female veterans to a horse ranch, all expense paid. Okay? And this right here, please, please, I got thousands and thousands of these. These are the warning signs of the suicide. Please know them, recognize them. You might not be, but you may run into somebody that is. You can say, hey, let's meet the call together. Okay? Please. All right? Every bartender should know this stuff by the back of their hand, because guess what? When people vent and talk, they can catch it. They can call a chaplain, call a service officer, call a commander. Let's get that veteran help. They got to know this stuff. Okay? And then, of course, the slideshow itself, all you have to do is send me an email. I'll give you my email. I'll send you this class. Or better yet, you can even invite me to your post and I can get the same class. Okay? So, there's like 28 pages and it costs a lot of money to print out 20 pages for everybody in here. But I can email it to you. All right? Or I believe you go on the American Legion Riders website too. They got it. All right? So, I want you guys to remember this. Now, like I said, there's going to be a test, guys, against the girls. If you hear this or this, you might hear it again. Okay? Do we have any Marines in here? No Marines? Well, I got some crayons here so they take notes. Okay? Okay? But don't eat them, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this. The Army created the Soldier's Creed. Okay? Follow the Soldier's Creed, and you're going to be okay. There's a few lines in there you got to remember. I will never accept defeat. The VA loves to deny, right? They love to deny. Do not quit. Do not give up. Why? Because you're giving in. They want you to. And I'm going to show you how to fight that battle. All right? I will never quit. Now, the biggest one, which we all follow here, I know we do because we wouldn't be here. I will never leave a fallen comrade. Never. If you know a veteran, that's why we're sharing this information, so that way you can share it with another veteran, another veteran, another veteran. Okay? If we help one veteran with this class, we did something. But guess what? I see almost 30 people in here. That's 30 people I know I helped right there alone. Plus, how many people you guys help. It's a big domino effect, okay? Every veteran that comes to my office, I sit down with this. That packet I gave you and this. And they actually leave home, go home with it. So now they have a checklist of how to maneuver the VA and how to. Don't ever tell them you can guarantee anything, because you can't. But everybody that has followed these 4 tips that I'll be showing you has gotten something. It might only be a 10% disability by the VA. The 10% is $172 a month tax-free plus $5,000 of the property tax. Okay, but you got to follow these tips. All right. Next slide.
Sorry.
He's Navy, okay? Who won the Navy Army game?
Army.
Army. All right. So, veterans helping veterans. If you are on active duty, the Reserve or National Guard, and visit any doctor, hospital, health clinic, or any other medical facility for any reason, this could mean thousands of dollars to you and the beneficiaries. This book right here, worth thousands of dollars for death benefits. Right here. Okay? So please take a look at it, okay? It's there. It's for you guys. These are things that you guys and the families have deserved and earned. All right? Next slide. All right? So, the way I recommend it at work, do not do your own disciplinary claim online. Please do not do that. Come to your post-service officer. We'll help you get you started. We will not do the claim for you. We help you collect the evidence you need. That's the most important part, collecting that evidence that you need. Once you collect it, then we send you to one of the county service officers. They review it one more time, then they put it all together. They sign everything. They do, put the whole bit, put everything together. They forward it to the FDVA, Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. They're the attorneys that go in front of the VA. Even though you're not paying nothing, they're the ones that go in front. So the more eyes that look at your stuff before it goes up, the better your chances are we can catch something that you're missing. Okay, that's why we're sending these service officers to classes, so we make sure you guys are ready to go before we even send it up to the VA. All right? Next slide. Why does need to help veterans? Multiple extended deployments. I myself, I deployed 4 times before even 9/11. These guys, 9/11, some of them gone 8, 9 times. Their brains ain't there no more. It's like cottage cheese in there, okay? So please, 25% of homeless are combat veterans. Suicide rate, active duty and veterans is 4 times greater than civilians. 200 veterans become disabled every day. Over 2 million veterans live without insurance. A study released in 2022 found as many as 44 veterans an average die per suicide per day. Okay, the VA says it's 17. The VA only counts the ones enrolled in the VA, which is only 10% of the veterans. Okay? How I know that number is more accurate? Because look what happened. We had COVID, right? The economy's gone to crap. We had a hurricane. You really think the suicides have gone down? Let me figure this one out, okay? I know, she knows, all the organizations that help veterans, we know that number's gone up. Okay? And we are fighting, trying to get the truth out of the VA. The national commander said when he goes to Washington, D.C. in about another month, he's going to look and say, hey, we know that number you're stating is wrong. We know it is. Tell us the truth. Don't lie to us. The national commander said that when he got installed, that's the first thing he's going to do is go to Washington, D.C. and say, tell them the truth. Okay? So a study released, which is 2 times greater than the official estimated, okay, pending claims 801,000. It's gone up since the PACT Act opened up. There's a good and a bad to everything, okay? So once the PACT Act came involved, they backlogged everything. The VA said they were going to hire 10,000 new employees to help. Well, shouldn't you hire the 10,000 employees first before you initiate the PACT Act? So what's happening is they're training all these people, they're still getting trained, and the other people are getting overloaded, quitting. Okay, so there's good and bad in everything. The bad is it's going to take forever. The good is they're actually passing the claims easier now. So you're going to get back pay. All right, so think of it as a savings account. So don't be negative. Get with me. I will help you guide you through it, okay? Next slide. Basic eligibility. Any person who served in active duty military who has discharged and released under conditions other than disabled honorable may qualify for VA healthcare benefits. Okay? So if you got dishonorable discharge, does that mean you can't enroll in the VA?
No.
Okay, how do they change it?
There's a discharge.
You can try to improve your discharge. You can try to improve your discharge, okay? Some people got released for stupid reasons, and they can appeal it and try to get upgrade, okay? But typically, active duty who's discharged unreleased under conditions other than dishonorable. Typically, okay? Next slide. Enrollment. Any veteran to enroll in the VA, I'm not talking about disability, just enroll in the VA. You can go to any VA facility. Okay, any VA facility say, hey, I want to enroll the VA. Okay? And they can enroll you. It may take a little time, so if you don't have your DD Form 214, they're going to verify. They can put your name on the computer and bam. Okay? So, any VA facility. Try not to ever do anything online, please. Please. Always do everything in person. Copies, copies, copies. We're messing with the government. They lost this or lost that, or we don't have this, we don't have that. I got copies right here. Do not give up your only copies, please. Okay? They're notorious for losing copies. So, any VA facility. Next slide. What is the most important document? Is there anybody here that does not know what a DD Form 214 is? Somebody in here doesn't know. Somebody ain't raising their hand. Okay, I'm gonna believe you. Anybody in here know what a DD Form 215 is?
It's an amendment to the 214.
Okay, it's to fix a problem that was on 214, okay? That's what that is.
It's the what?
It's DD Form 215, and say if you have a mistake on your DD Form 214,
It's an amendment.
you will submit DD Form 215 to get it fixed,
Okay.
okay? So please, take a look at your DD Form 214, make sure it has honorable discharge on it. I found a few people that thought they had an honorable discharge, but didn't. Okay? Sometimes people push those buttons and make mistakes. In fact, a lot of times they do. Alright? So if you say you were deployed somewhere and it's not on your records, especially Vietnam guys. Okay, there's storm guys. If you want to be, if you're saying you're exposed to an agent, you got to be in that area. Alright? Next slide. Alright, there's 4 tips of what I call secret tips of beating the VA. Okay? If you can complete 3 out of the 4 tips, you have a claim. Alright? 4 tips. Tip number 1, have a well-grounded claim with evidence of medical condition that either started while you were in the military or a pre-existing condition that was aggravated by the stint in the military. Keep all records in folder by oldest to newest, highlight tab conditions, mention the claim. Okay? So if your medical records are that thick, please do not give them all those records. You only want to give them what pertains to your claim. So if you got 1,000 pages of medical records and only 10 pertain to your claim, only give them that 10. Okay? Because guess what? One page after another page after another page starts blurring. You want to make it so simple a caveman can figure it out. You want to pull out the records that pertain to that claim, highlight, tab, do anything you can do to make it it's right there in their faces. If they search for it, they ain't gonna find it. I'm telling you right now. You want to make it easy. All right, I'm giving you clues and suggestions of how to do this. It's not hard. Trust me, it's not hard. Okay, so always order your medical records first. You go back. You know how to go back. Okay. If you don't have your medical records from the military, please, please, please order them now. Okay? You will either go to National Archives Center or vertexarchives.gov. Okay? You're going to be filling out an SF-180. An SF-180. What that is, you're requesting records. Okay? If you don't have them, please get them now. Don't wait till you need them. Okay? And please, if you got a loved one that's in the military, tell them do not get out unless they have a hard copy of their medical records before they get out. Okay, that's going to save them a massive headache. A massive headache. Please. Okay, so order your medical records. Next slide. Take those medical records you got. Find out what the medical problem is going on with you now. For example, let's say you just had a heart attack and you had high blood pressure in the military. That's linkage. Okay, you got proof of something happened back then, linked to something that's going on now. Make sense? You got to prove something back then that's going on with what's going on now.
You're notorious for losing them.
That's why what do? You order them now. Because if you order them, I've even ordered mine, and the VA says, well, we can't find them. So, okay, I got a copy right here. I was able to get them, why can't you? Okay?
They claim they lost mine the minute I touched down on from Vietnam.
Okay, did you order them? Did you order them or did the VA order them?
I did.
Okay,
They
try it
told me they
again.
were gone.
Try them again. Try it again. Okay? Try it again. Remember the first slide said? Never quit, never give up. Okay? Sometimes it's the person that's working this, I don't feel like doing this today. I've seen that with the government. Okay? Get with me after the class, I'll tell you some other secrets. Okay? So, next slide. Now, anybody in here pretty good on a computer? Raise your hand. Anybody in here that has a child, say from 16 to 40, raise your hand. Anybody in here have grandkids from the age of, say, 4 to 16? Use them. They can find anything on the internet for you. Okay, this right here, 38 CFR Book C, Schedule of Rating Disabilities, that's the VA's own rating scale for your disabilities. That's what they grade you with. right there. But you gotta know medical terms. So that's why if you got a relative that's a doctor, a nurse, or something like that that can help you with medical terms, it's a lot easier. This is the only tip that I say, don't sweat too hard, because remember, you gotta have 3 out of 4. This is the hardest one. I'm gonna give you an example. I got a defibrillator pacemaker from the oil fires. I take that up, go to cardiovascular, go down to defibrillator pacemaker, 100% disability rating. Okay, but you gotta know the medical terms. All right, you can't just go in and type of Agent Orange. Agent Orange is not a medical condition. Agent Orange is what caused the medical condition. All right, next slide. This is the most important out of the 4 tips. I also call it the icing on the cake. It's called it, otherwise known as a nexus. Get a letter from your doctor saying your present condition is more likely than not drug-related health issues you had in the military. For example, let's go back to high blood pressure. You got the high blood pressure records. You just had a heart attack. Hey doc, does this match? Is this a nexus? You fill that out? Yep. It has to say more likely not drug-related issues you in the military, or 51% chance. That is your icing on the cake.
Is that from your VA doctor?
Any doctor, any doctor. That is your icing on the cake. This right here is your ticket. Without that ticket, it's hard. Okay? But it's got to be written just like that, or 51% chance. Because, say if your doctor says it's possible, that could be a 5% chance, it could be a 10% chance. Okay, it has to say 51% chance, or more likely not.
Mine says it's at least likely,
Yeah. So.
so that's not 50%.
Okay, so that's icing on the cake. That's the most important tip right out of 4. Next slide. This I call the candles on the cake. So we're building your disability claim. Your disability claim is your cake. We're building that claim, building that cake. This is the candles. Okay? You get a letter from your family and friends stating how it is living around you with a present condition. At the end of the letter, please, I want you to please make sure that the statement is written, I hereby certify that the information I have given is true and best of my knowledge and belief. Okay? Because we're not doctors and nurses. For example, let's say the veteran's hearing is going. The wife always has to repeat herself, or the volume's loud on the TV, or you guys, all different things. The family sees him every day, or her every day. Okay? The doctor does the CPR, the medical exam, and got 15 minutes to make a decision on you. For your physical, for your disability. It evens the odds. Okay? So the VA will come back and say, we don't accept buddy letters. Okay? But the judge does. So if you deny me, I'm filing appeals, I'm going in front of the judge, and the judge does accept those. You're also letting the VA know that hey, you're willing to fight this battle all the way. Okay? So candles on the cake. I literally won a case because of that right there. They told me straight out, if you wouldn't have had that buddy letter, you wouldn't have won. Okay? Those are the 4 tips to building the cake. It's your disability plan. So if a veteran walks into your post, I can give you this, bam, you can now help them. I'm not done though, I'm not done. Next slide. Service-connected disability. Tax-free. It's tax-free. Okay? Everybody in here that raised your hand, you deserve something. I get this all the time. I don't want to file for a claim because I don't want to take away from somebody else. You are taking away from somebody else. I'm going to tell you why. For every 500 veteran that is enrolled in the VA, they have to hire another doctor, 2 nurses, and more facilities. So if you ain't one of those 500 that's helping your buddy, you are hurting your buddy. Okay? We all qualify for something. The ones that need it more are going to get more. But the more of us that are enrolled, the more funding is available. They got to prove for us. Okay? So please, Don't ever think that you don't qualify, you're gonna take away from somebody else, because you're not. You are taken away by not being one of those 500. Service-connected disability compensation is tax-free. Next slide. Here is the pay chart, okay? Even at 10% disability with a spouse, $171.23 tax-free a month. I don't know about you, but $171, that's a pretty good couple tanks of gas. Or a couple times to take your wife out to eat. Okay? Think of it that way. Think about your kids. Make kids and grandkids college fund with that. Who knows? Okay? Or take it back and donate it back to your post. That way you're helping the veteran with a donation. Okay? As you can see, 10% to 20%, it's the same across the board. You don't get no additional funding. 30%, you start getting additional funding for your spouse and your family. And on down. Okay, you see the difference between 90% and 100%? Quite a big difference there. Quite a bit. All right? Each year this changes. That's the new 2024 pay chart. Next slide. Okay. Right there's what I went over. 30% eligible allowances for dependents, including spouse, minor children, age of 18 to 23. There's additional allowances for kids that are going to school for college. Okay, that's a whole other creature. Next slide. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I got it. I ain't afraid to say it. And everybody in here, please, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Nobody else needs to know. We'll go up to my room. We'll talk private. Okay, nobody will know, but I'm here for you. You guys are my brothers and sisters. All right, please remember that. You're my brothers and sisters. Me and Rick, we talk at least once a week, don't we, Rick? With anything, just somebody to talk to. Okay? Now, ladies, how many times have you asked your husband to take out the trash and he forgot? A few times, right? I know you've asked him to do something and he forgot. No? Okay. If you ask your husband to take out the trash and he is forgotten, please don't get on him too hard. He might have PTSD. Okay? Mild memory loss. Michelle's like, I ain't gonna play that game, okay? I'm covering for you guys here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cover for you, okay?
Nice try.
So these are for 50% disability for PTSD. What is 50%? Go back to the slide, please. Okay, 50% disability with spouse, $1,179.16. Tax free, plus $5,000 off your property tax, and you're getting help. That's most important. You're getting help. Go back, please. Okay, also, I want to squash this right now. I know so many veterans that have PTSD and are afraid to go get help because they're afraid of losing their guns. That's a myth. As long as you don't go in there and tell them, hey, I'm going to shoot a place, or I'm doing this, or I'm not doing that, and you take your medications, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're okay. It's when you go in getting stupid and crazy that you're going to lose your guns. Okay? I want you to get help. If you're afraid to go get help, come and see me. We'll send you somewhere else so the VA doesn't know. We'll send you to Veterans Council of Veterans. We'll send you to the vet center. We'll send you to see Eric, the horses. We'll get you help. That way, nobody knows. Okay? Next slide. Oh, go back. Suicide hotline number 988. Please know that. I give you that little card. Okay? If you run into somebody, and just make this phone call together. Okay? Please. 3 years ago, I was out at the summit. I got a phone call, couldn't even understand the guy. And he was so nervous, I could tell he was not all there. So I asked him, I said, you plan on maybe hurting yourself or somebody else? No, I got my dog. I need a little bit more than that. We have another phone, called 911. They went and did a welfare check and Baker acted them. But at least he made the call. And I was able to get him help. Okay? And I was at the Ryerson, and I was 5 minutes late for my class because I had to, I think it was you or somebody had to take over for a few minutes. I don't remember who it was, but somebody had to start it, and I came in. And so next slide. Agent Orange. How many Vietnam guys I got in here? And girls? Welcome home. Okay? If you're having problems, please get with me. Okay? I'm gonna help you everything I can.
I got my claim's already been taken care of.
Okay, good.
It took a long time.
Yeah, it does, okay? That's why I'm trying to teach you these tricks, okay? So, please, if you have an issue, get with me. See, I can't promise nothing, okay? All I do is look at it, listen to it, and say, okay, this is what we gotta do, all right? We're dealing with the government, all right? So anybody in here know what the most common disability is with Agent Orange?
Type 2
Diabetes, right there, okay? I got a veteran right now, I got denied Agent Orange. Dude, you're gonna get denied Agent Orange, because the Agent Orange is not a medical condition. You're not putting in for disability for Agent Orange, you're putting in for one of these 13, 14 symptoms. Okay? So you hear, I got denied Agent Orange, yeah, you're gonna get denied all day long. It's just not a medical problem. They can't rate Agent Orange, it's not a medical, it's a chemical that caused the medical problem. Okay? So diabetes, that's the most common. Anybody know what the second one is?
Cancer.
Huh?
Cancer.
Ischemic heart disease. Ischemic heart disease is the second most common. And then you go into different cancers. Okay? Next slide. Those are more of them. Parkinson's disease, prostate cancer, blood cancer, hypothyroidism, hypertension now, which isn't on there. Okay, like I said, I make sure you guys get this class. Next slide. Okay, now, I'm sure everybody heard this, that when veteran goes and put in for a claim, they said they were told they weren't boots on the ground. Okay? Well, there was 48 stateside bases that Agent Orange was sprayed before it even went to Vietnam. All right? These are the ones in Florida. So, I'm gonna give you an example. I live in Avon Park. I live about 25 miles from Avon Park bombing range. Okay? So, if a veteran was stationed there during that time and had the signs and symptoms related from the Agent Orange, just like from, okay, they can put in a claim. And all we have to do is print that out, print out a copy of the orders that were there, doctor's opinion, bam. Now he's boots on the ground. This is from their VA's own website. It's hard for them to deny that, but it's from their own website. All right? Next slide. Death benefits. This is Essential Planning Guide. There's 3 different levels of death benefits. Okay? You got just a veteran. You have a disabled veteran, and you have 100% permanent total disabled veteran. So there's 3 different categories. Okay? Every veteran that got out of the military that was armed with discharge gets something. Every veteran for death benefits. Now, if a veteran dies due to service-connected disability, the family's going to get more. If a veteran is 100% disabled, permanent total, and dies due to that service-connected disability, the family's going to get even more. So there's 3 different categories. Basically, everything's the same except for the pay. Okay? It's all in this book. I can spend 2 days just on this class alone. Okay, that's why I'm making sure you get this. Inside this booklet is a checklist of everything that the family has to have gathered up to where if the veteran passes, they can help with the claim. DD Form 214, copy will, power of attorney, bank statement, social security card, all that other stuff is a check sheet in here. So you gather all that stuff up, take this little booklet, put it in a folder, something happens, they pull it out, they got everything, they don't have to hunt stuff down. Make life easy for your loved ones. Please do this. Okay? Worst thing that can happen is when I have a snowbird come down, my husband passed, DD form, she doesn't know what DD form 214 is, it's up to the state, I can't help her. Well, can't you just use membership? Nope, can't use a membership card, it's not DD form 214. Okay, so please, make sure your loved ones know where that's at. Next slide. Where's the state benefit guide? This right here, I call it the state Bible, I'm sorry, okay? This right here, property tax exemptions, state park exemptions, all kinds of stuff. Hunting, fishing, I mean, everything you can imagine is in here. All the nursing homes in the state, the VA, the vet centers, everything you can imagine is in this little booklet right here. Okay, so please, commanders, service officers, about another month, contact the FDVA in Tallahassee and you can order 500 of these for free.
I ordered 3. You get a whole box. There's 300 come to a box.
Yeah, yeah. So so please, commanders, service officers, adjutants, in about another month and a half, contact the FDVA either by phone call or by email and order these books. Have them out there displayed for your members. These are benefits that the veterans deserve. Next slide. Veterans preference, okay? Since the time of Civil War, veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces have been given some degree of preference and appointments for federal jobs. That includes county and state now. So when I hear a veteran that told me he's been looking for a job for 6 months, really? Come with me. I'm thinking on the career source, within 24 hours, got him a job working as a county garbage man driver, getting $20 an hour. There's no reason why an Army discharged veteran does not have a decent job. No reason at all. Because we get veterans preference for county, state, and federal jobs. Send them down to the courthouse, send them down all that. There's all kinds of county jobs available all the time. So please, remember that, okay? Next slide. All right, ladies, how many ladies in here like to shop? Raise your hand.
Of course.
No.
No, she doesn't.
Come on, don't lie.
No, she goes buying, she goes to the store and buys what she needs.
Okay, all
I
right.
shop.
I want you to do me a favor. Everywhere, guys, you can do this too. Everywhere you go for a month, ask if they take military or veterans discounts. Everywhere you go for a whole month. At the end of the month, you come together and say if you got 5 of you doing that, you come together and you make a master list. Everybody that joins your post, everybody that renews. Thank you for joining or thank you for renewing. Here's a list of places that offer discounts. Me and my wife worked $8,000 a year in savings. I just know where to shop.
And which day?
Yeah, and which days. So yeah, you gotta do all that, okay? So what you gotta do is you gotta be disciplined. So let's say if you save 10% at Home Depot. I'm gonna give you an example. You take that 10% that you save, take it home and put it in a jug. That's your vacation money for the year. But you gotta be disciplined. You gotta come up with that 10% or 20% that you save. Yes, sir.
A lot of places and the ID.me, you log into there, and a lot of places, you have to go there to verify your person.
Right. So there's all kinds of different, okay? Trust me, there's savings out there. And like I said, if you save that money, hey, I'm gonna borrow you away for a minute. Let's go out to eat tonight. You just save, you just save 50% or whatever. You got some money to take her out to eat. But I'm not gonna do that. We're close friends, but we're not that close. He's still, okay? So I'm just saying, every member that joins your post or the riders, say, hey, thank you for joining, thank you for renewing. Here's a list. Okay, you just spent $20 or $15 to join the riders. Guess what? First time you go out, you're gonna save that money. Take advantage of it, guys, girls. Okay? VetTix, VETTIX. How many people in here like Bon Jovi? Raise your hand. Come on. Everybody's afraid to raise their hands around here, all right? How much do you think it costs to go to a Bon Jovi concert for 2?
A lot of money.
I want $10.
No.
$10. Me and my wife got 2 tickets for $5 a ticket through VetTix. and they're good tickets. Okay? Yep, all you do is go on VetTix, and then you jump on there and you'll find all different activities. So you click on Florida, they have a list of all different types of activities. Okay? I saw 1,500 tickets for Miami Hurricane game.
What?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Well, yeah, sometimes it's good stuff, sometimes it's bad stuff, okay? I had to take my wife to the opera one time, okay? So I had earphones in, jamming like this. Okay, so please take advantage of that stuff, okay? How many people in here like baseball? Raise your hand. How about if you can go to a Rays game for free? RaysBaseball.com. Get there, you go down to salute the service, and you roll, and they'll show you how to get through ID Me. They verify you're a veteran, and you get weekday tickets for free. Okay? There's all kinds of stuff out there. And please share that with your members. Member will not leave a fallen comrade. That's why we're doing this class, so that way you're not leaving. If I know something benefits me, I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share it with you. I'm not going to leave you behind. Okay? So if you know something, let me know. Let Michelle know. So that way we can share it with other people. Okay? Operation Outdoor Freedom. It's in this little book of the State Benefit Guide. They take veterans that are 30% disabled or more out hunting and fishing for free. Okay? There's all kinds of stuff out there. So please, take advantage of it. Military.com. You can go on that. You can find, they'll send you almost an everyday update of everything that's going on with all the armed forces up to date. So you click on Army, what's going on there, Navy, Air Force, Marines, even Star Trek. And then it'll tell you everything that's going on with the VA. Everything that I'm teaching you right now is on. Sometime or another it came through military.com. Okay, I saw one time in there a 14-day cruise for a family of 4 for $1,200. It's not always, yes sir.
Margaritaville, living out of Fort Lauderdale, they have a 3-day, 2-night cruise for free for veterans.
See? If you know something, please share it, okay? That's why we're here. You might save a life by just that one thing, by saying, okay, I can help you get a cruise, or I can help you get on vacation, okay, or whatever. That little bit might help. Okay? Next slide. Women veterans. How many women veterans we got in here? Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay? My post, she can verify this. My post, we are stacked with female veteran officers. I mean stacked. My second vice commander, my third vice commander, my service officer, my historian, my
My vice president.
vice president, you name it, okay? We got a 94-year-old chaplain, Korean War veteran, her name, we call her Queen Bee, Miss Ann, okay? But you know what, she volunteers 4 to 5 days a week at our post.
So, cakes too.
Yeah, so when I hear people say I'm too old, I'm gonna say, she didn't get the memo, okay? And she does. Every year it comes around, the riders go pick her up. We escort her into the post, she rides on a bike, she's got a little helmet, she's riding along. Last year we got her a crown and one of the sashes with lights up, and she knighted all the riders. Yeah, she had a little plastic sword, she knighted them all. But that made her day, it makes her day, it makes her feel important. When the queen passed away, I said, Miss Ann, you ain't going nowhere, you're our queen. It makes her feel important, okay? So, like I said, my post, I'll bring every female veteran to my post right now. You're all welcome. Why? You're my sisters. So when I hear these posts, they're pushing away the females, not mine. Come on. Because I would like you girls to take over someday.
We have actually lost female members out of the Legion because their first meeting, they come into the lounge area, they say, I'm here for the meeting, and they send them to the auxiliary.
Yep, that's gotta stop. Okay, now, I was at the women's town hall at the fall conference, okay? So I heard that, I said, ladies, do me a favor, take over the post. And they're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Recruit. Get them in there. If you have 20, 30, 40 female veterans in that meeting, Anything you girls want, you're gonna get. You're gonna outnumber everybody else. Okay? You can do it. My post, we're doing it right now.
And most of the ladies won't join because it's.
Right.
a
But
room
recruit.
full of men.
Say, come to
Yeah.
me, come to me, come out with me, come out with me. You go in there and sit in that meeting, take it over. You're a member. Don't let them push you out. Okay? Please.
And speak up.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. My post, somebody speaks at a female wrong way. It's the last time you come to my post. I don't take it, do I, Michelle?
Yeah.
No. Why? Because those are my sisters. Mess with my sisters, see what happens. I promise you. Okay, next slide. PACT Act. Does anybody in here know what the PACT Act is? Okay, the PACT Act is just like every war since World War I, our soldiers have been exposed to something. Okay, ever since the first war. So let's go to Vietnam, the Agent Orange. Desert Shield, Desert Storm with the oil fighters and the burn pits. Iraq and Afghanistan, the burn pits. Okay? We were exposed to all that stuff. So the VA didn't want to happen what happened to Vietnam guys, so they came up with the PACT Act. Okay? So, but in the PACT Act, there also added a few more disabilities for the Agent Orange for the Vietnam guys. Okay? So what they're doing is they're making it easier. They're trying to say, hey, we're going to be taking care of our veterans that have been exposed to these chemicals. Yes, sir.
They're also now, because of the burn pit stuff that happened to Iraqi guys in Afghanistan, they're also including guys that were on ship burning detail in Vietnam.
Yeah, it includes all under that, okay? So that's what we're talking about, the burn pits. It was not only trash, it was poop, okay? And we were exposed to all that fumes, okay? And it was chemical stuff is what it was, okay? And it was burnt by diesel fuel.
Does she have to be suffering from something to put in?
Yes, okay? You can't just say, I got it. You gotta be diagnosed. Okay, you gotta be diagnosed. I got guys right now that says, I keep getting denied for Agent Orange. Okay, do you have any of these symptoms? No. You're gonna get denied all day long. Because you don't have a medical problem. You gotta have the medical problem. Yes, sir.
Under the PACT Act, it's a presumptive issue.
But you still gotta get diagnosed.
All you gotta do is show a relationship to where you were that had that done, and then if it's presumed that your illness is from that, yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't have a medical problem, you're gonna get denied all day long. I got guys right now getting denied PTSD. Now, the first thing I asked them, I said, "You've been diagnosed? Are you getting treated for it?" No. Of course, you're gonna get denied all day long. Okay?
Well, one of the other things we added, asbestos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for guys that were in the Navy, if you were on ships that were built before the 1980s or in the 1980s, all of those were like covered in asbestos.
Right. And that falls under the Korean World War I. Was the atom bomb and all that stuff like that. We had troops on the ground within 24 hours after dropping the atom bomb. So they're all exposed to radiation. Korea War is when we started the asbestos. The Vietnam, same thing, and then the Agent Orange and so on, okay? So each war we've been exposed to something. Next slide. Okay, speed limit enforced by aircraft. Okay? So now we're gonna have a test. Michelle? Randy? Come on up here. Bring your balls.
How many balls do I need?
No, she's got your balls.
I don't need
Randy
one.
over here?
I don't need a ball.
Nope. She's got yours.
Open the barrel.
Okay, how this is gonna work is I'm gonna ask the girls a question first, okay? So, girls, if you know the answer out here, you raise your hand, okay? If she knows it, she can go ahead and answer. If not, you can ask any of the girls that raise their hand. Okay?
I have to answer the question?
If you can, you can't, they can raise their hand,
I
okay?
sign up for this.
Okay, same thing with the guys, okay? So, girls, who wrote the Soldier's Creed?
I know, am I supposed to say it?
If you think you're confident enough to say it, say it.
The Army.
Okay? Got it? Guys, true or false? A study in 2022 found as many as 17 veterans a day commit suicide.
Balls, 44.
Okay.
Give me the balls. Do I get the balls now?
Not done yet. Girls, true or false? Any veteran with a dishonorable discharge qualifies for VA health care. True or false? Okay.
They have to get.
Guys, where can a veteran go to enroll in the VA?
Any VA facility. Is that right?
Yep. Girls, what is the most important document?
All of them.
Okay, guys, how many tips are there to beat the VA? One,
I'm trying to trick them so they lose.
1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay.
Oh, that didn't work.
Girls, what tip is the icing on the cake? What tip number?
Pick somebody.
Buddy, four.
Which one is it? What is it?
The buddy lady.
This is girls.
We're supposed to pick somebody.
Girls. Four. The position item.
Okay, I see everyone answers. Which one is it?
No, the girl.
You can't be yelling
Three?
out the answer.
Okay,
You
three.
guys are cheating.
It is 3.
Your doctor's letter.
Guys, true or false? Service-connected disability compensation is tax-free. True or false?
True. This group is too smart.
Okay, now let them answer. Get a chance to answer it first, okay? Girls, true or false? If you have been diagnosed with PTSD, it means you lose your rights to own a gun.
False. A lot of our veterans did not know that.
Right. Guys, what is the most common symptom of Agent Orange? Symptom,
Diabetes.
okay?
Type 2.
So right now, we are tied. This is the tiebreaker.
Type.
So the first person that raises their hand. You tell me which one raises their hand first,
Nobody
okay?
yell
Oh,
out.
it's a competition here.
Okay, hands down, hands down. Okay. What is the new suicide hotline number? Which one raises your hand first?
Michelle.
Okay, what is it, Michelle?
988.
Okay. Everyone's a guy. All right, so. Okay, now show it to them.
Girls rule, guys rule.
Girls rule, guys rule.
Okay? So, please do me a favor. On this page right here, come by, do a comment, okay? I'm gonna give you my phone number and my email, so I can send you this class.
I got a question for the girls.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
Who won the 1954 World Series?
Yankees.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my phone number first, okay?
Yeah.
This is Larry Roberts, VA Entitlements Chairman, or Project VetRelief Chairman. 850,
You can't write that fast.
okay?
Hey,
850-718-7773. Okay, I'm gonna give you my email now. All small letters. GUNHUNTER 1966 at yahoo.com. Also, if you want to find my phone number, you can go in the girls' bathroom. It's there too. Okay? Okay, so please, okay, come by, write down some comments, good, bad, what I can improve on, what was good. Okay, we're gonna use that for feedback for next year. I don't know if I gotta fix something or do something better if you don't tell me, okay? So please, call me. I'll be walking around here this whole weekend. If you got a question, concern, if you just want to go just chat and talk, hey, we're going to